Hey y'all, welcome to Lisa's Book Nook. I'm Lisa, and I'm so excited to be reading to you tonight. So, get your favorite stuffed animal or doll, climb into your bed, fluff your pillow, pull your covers up, wiggle your body in, nice and comfy. Now, let's take a moment to relax our body. Let's do our deep breath exercises. We're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out through your mouth. Let's take another deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Just feel your body relaxing and getting ready to go to bed. One more time, let's take a deep, relaxing breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Now that we're a little comfortable, let's travel into the faraway land of make-believe. Tonight's book is A Couple of Boys Have the Best Week Ever. And we see two little boys here, and they have sack lunches. One has the name of James, and the other, Eamon. James says, "How long do we have to stand here and smile?" And Eamon says, "Only for this picture, and then we can go back to being normal." And this book was written by Marla Fraz. It says Sun Fun. On the inside cover, we see a bunch of pictures of the two boys that are in the book. It looks like they're at a nature camp. We've got camp songs going there, t-shirts being given out in this picture, and it says nature camp. There they are again. They're looking at the clouds. They're using their imagination and play fighting. And it looks like they're supposed to be doing arts and crafts, but he's so silly, he's got the leaves in his mouth. A couple of boys have the best week ever. One hot summer day, James went on a long drive to Bill and Pam's house so he could go to a week of nature camp with his friend Eamon. Bill and Pam are Eamon's grandparents. They live at the beach. Eamon was already there. So Eamon is there, and he's sitting with his grandfather and his grandmother. Nature camp was Bill's idea. Bill loved nature, especially cold, wild, and remote places with hardly any people. That sounds fun. He had been to many of these sorts of places before, but the place he loved the most, or the place he wanted the most to visit, was Antarctica because of the penguins. Pam said she preferred people over penguins. Eamon thought this chat was fascinating, but he hoped James would arrive soon. So he's sitting on the sofa and he's waiting for his friend James to arrive. His grandfather loves penguins and would love to travel to Antarctica to actually see penguins. He's liking the conversation with his grandfather and his grandmother, but he really wants his friend to come over. Ding dong! And finally, James did. That means finally, James arrived. Wow. And he arrived with just a couple of his belongings. He had never been away from home for an entire week, so he was very sad when his mother drove away. There goes James, very sad. Bye! Does it look like James is very sad? Not to me. The first thing Bill wanted to do before nature camp started was take James and Eamon to the penguin exhibit at the Natural History Museum. Pam offered to pack a picnic of peanut butter and honey sandwiches. James and Eamon discussed their options. Do you want to go? No. Oh my goodness, they said they didn't want to go see the penguins or the penguin exhibit. They decided to stay home and enjoy Bill and Pam's company. Shoo! Those silly boys. Looks like they are heading out to go have some fun. In the morning, Bill took the boys to nature camp. The road was long and curvy. James and Eamon learned a lot of new vocabulary words while Bill drove. On the way back that afternoon, James and Eamon described their first nature camp day to Bill. So this sounds like it's a day camp where you bring the kids in the morning and then at night they go home, not a sleepaway camp. I thought you were supposed to walk on a hike. Yeah, not stand and look at some flower for an hour. So it sounds like the boys went on a nature hike and they were admiring, or other people were admiring the flowers. And it sounds like they didn't really like that too much. They wanted to walk and walk and walk. When they got home, Bill unrolled a large map of Antarctica on the living room floor. There goes Bill again. And what are the boys doing? Those silly boys. They're just playing. They don't want to look at Antarctica. Pam gave James and Eamon coffee ice cream icebergs with hard chocolate sauce on top. Nature camp made the boys very hungry. Wow, look at how big those ice creams are. I don't even think I could eat that much ice cream. And it made them look at everything more carefully. There they are. What are they looking at? The TV. Bill brought tide charts and a globe to the dinner table. Pam served banana waffles with maple syrup. Bill is all about those penguins. He's got his globe, he has his maps, he has all of the books, and Pam has served the biggest stack of banana waffles I've ever seen. The food is way better here than at my house. Mine too. At night, James and Eamon slept on blow-up mattresses with an automatic pump. Bill and Pam wondered if they would be lonely in the downstairs bedroom. Does it look like they're lonely? I don't think so. They're having the time of their lives. Wowza, they've got a lot of toys everywhere. They are having so much fun. But they weren't, it said. Well, wait a minute. Now what does that mean? Looks to me like they're having a blast, but the story said they weren't. Let's see. They've got everything all around the blow-up mattress. That sure looks like fun to me. Before they left for nature camp the next morning, Bill handed them each a pair of binoculars and a list of birds to look for. On the way home, the boys reported their findings. His freckles are huge. Yeah, and his tongue is gross. They're just having a good time. As the nature camp week went by, James and Eamon practically became one person. They did everything together in exactly the same way. To save time, Bill began calling them Gemon. He would say, "Hey, Gemon, think about whether or not you want to see that penguin exhibit." So during this week, they are having the absolute best time. They are such best friends. And Gemon would think about it. Do we want to see that penguin exhibit? That's probably what they're saying to themselves. Then, in complete agreement, the campers would decide to practice quiet meditation downstairs. That's their quiet meditation. Playing video games hard and loud. And it looks like all their stuffed animals are flopped in between that air mattress. They would eat more banana waffles and enjoy the beach together. Want to go outside? Nope. Nature camp was just so great. So they didn't really enjoy the beach together. That's just sort of like a joke, meaning they had this beautiful beach out there and they're just hanging out, having the best time, which is A-OK. And then on Friday afternoon, nature camp was over. James and Eamon recapped the week during the drive home. I think it should be called Sit Around Camp. Yeah, or Sweat a Lot Camp. They've got all their goodies with them, but they're basically kind of complaining because they're very, very active boys and they just want to run and play and explore, and they're basically saying they kind of loved it but didn't like to sit so much. On their last night together, Bill, Pam, James, and Eamon had a popcorn party. James and Eamon soon discovered that a party with Bill and Pam could get pretty noisy. What did it get noisy from? All their snoring. It's zzz, zzz. Both of them are sleeping. So they wandered outside for some peace and quiet. Tomorrow they had to go home. They looked up at the sky and out at the ocean. For the first time all week, they couldn't think of anything to do. The sun went down, the stars came out, then at last, James and Eamon finally got real busy with something. That is a beautiful sky. And it turned out to be the very best part of the best week ever. Looks like they've just got rocks here and they're loading up all their rocks and they're just kind of playing by the ocean. In the morning, James and Eamon couldn't wait to show Bill and Pam what they had made. It's Antarctica. The white rocks are icebergs and the brown rocks are whales. And this big stick is a big stick. Oh, and that penguin there is Gemon. And he hopes he can be a nature camper again soon. That is so cute. They made all the penguins and they made Antarctica. And they walked like a couple of penguins all the way out the front door. The end.